Hey everyone, so in today's video we're going to be taking a look at some limited edition Disney merch. I don't think the rose in the middle is limited edition, but Cogsworth and Lumiere definitely are. They're limited to 2,000 each. So I'm going to open these up and give you a closer look at them. So let's take a look at Cogsworth. Here's his box. Got his picture on the side as well. There's some text on the back that I will read later as usual. And then the top just says Beauty and the Beast. Here's his certificate of authenticity. He's number 1128 of 2000. That looks, yeah, that's handwritten on there with a pen. That's interesting. Here we go. Ooh, that's his backside. Oh, this is already looking so good. So we have one AA battery. Ooh, ooh, oh my goodness, there he is. See, now I'm a little torn because I was gonna put them upstairs in the living room, like I thought they'd look good on the mantle, but part of me just wants him in my art room, which is where I keep most of my collectibles. Okay, this must open up from the back or something. Where does this open up? No, that's a fake hinge. Because I could replace my animated ones with these ones, but I think I should just stop hoarding everything in my art room and put some stuff in other places of the house. Because yeah, this would look really good on the mantle, like I mentioned, or just somewhere in the living room upstairs. Okay, let's get this out of here. Ooh, this would be good for making doll beds. It's nice and squishy. Okay. Pull the plastic off the pendulum. So that's what it looks like on the inside. 3 little pendulum pieces. And we have our battery, which has more plastic around it. Okay, I'm just gonna set the right time on this. Okay, so I just turned this little dial right here to set the time. Then there's a little gold colored handle for opening the door, although there is a bit of a lip. You can just pull it open like this as well. I like how he has that aged look to him, like there's little purposeful chips here and there, and they've painted it so it looks a little rustic, you know. So that's pretty nice. Let's spin him around. Well, look, we can look at his side, I guess. Here's his lovely arm, shoulders. That's what the top looks like. There's the other side. I love the ornate detailing. This is such a beautiful movie. I'm really obsessed. It exceeded my expectations, and I'm a huge Beauty and the Beast fan, and like it blew me away better than I expected. I've never analyzed the details on Cogsworth's front side before because we have a cannon here on wheels. There's a little pocket watch. There's a sword. We've got some spears and cloth, likely like a banner or something, a leaf, some coins, or like pendants I should say, and a little horn. That's cool. I never really looked at that before. But yeah, there he is from the front. Now I'll just give you some close-ups while reading off the back of his box. With a stiff upper lip attitude, Cogsworth lives by the book. Following strict orders from the master of the castle, the Beast, the butler now turned mantle clock has little room for excitement or fun. Though he may seem regimented in his ways, deep down he has a caring heart and longs to look after the other inhabitants of the accursed castle. From Disney's live-action retelling of the iconic film Beauty and the Beast, Disney Store truly captures Cogsworth with meticulous detail. This limited edition figure has been carefully crafted and is a must-have for fans and collectors alike. So now let's take a look at Lumiere. His box is pretty much the same, just with a picture of him instead of a picture of Cogsworth. And then again, the top says Beauty and the Beast. This box is much lighter than the last one. Oh yeah, the certificate's here. Ooh, he's number 722 of 2000. There's foam bits everywhere. Then we have his little candles in here. And you can actually put in real candles if you want. I like how they're in their inanimate form. You can especially tell that with Lumiere because his animated form is much different. He gets 2 legs and it just looks a lot different than this. So I actually like that they use this form because it looks more like a decoration you would put in your house. Just like Cogsworth, he's extremely detailed. He doesn't have the same wow factor as Cogsworth, I think, because he's just one color. He's just a candelabra. I think clocks are so much more interesting than candelabras. So he's not as exciting, but he's still really, really nice. And as I said, you can pop these out and put in real candles if you want, supposedly. That's what I heard. But I guess that's all I can really say about him. We might as well move to the close-up view. Once the footman to the prince, Lumière is now the leader of the servants turned household objects. With a grandiose personality, he enjoys having a good time and does not mind breaking the rules to do so. Kind and caring to everyone, Lumière's one desire is to become a man again so he can be with his one true love, Plumette. And this motivates him to help Belle and the Beast discover their own enchanted romance. From Disney's live-action retelling of the iconic film Beauty and the Beast, Disney Store truly captures Lumière with meticulous detail. This limited edition figurine has been carefully crafted and is a must-have for fans and collectors alike. So now on to the Enchanted Rose light-up ornament. Ooh, here's the box. It's just kind of plain on the sides and says Beauty and the Beast on this end. It's almost like a book style. Look at that. And then it opens up over here. So, open that up. There's a piece of plastic in here. Yeah. And then there is the ornament itself. Oh, there's snow on it. I thought those were more bits of styrofoam or something, but it's snow. I love the yellow cushioning. It's really just a piece of styrofoam with yellow cloth on top, but it still feels fancy when you open it up. So let's take this out. And there is what it looks like. It has a red ribbon on top. It's kind of sad because it doesn't have all the detailing the actual one has at the top because they made the loop to hang it so it doesn't have the gemstones and things on top. Also, the sides go straight down. I really wish they would have made it more bell-shaped like it is in the movie because the bottom does flare out a lot, and so this doesn't feel exactly like the one in the movie. Plus, the rose is very straight in there when it has more of a curve. Just things I'm noticing, but it's still very beautiful. And then it's very ornate on the edges. Let's zoom in a little bit on this. There, now you can see it a little bit better. Those details are really nice along the bottom. And then this, yeah, that's actual glass. It's not plastic. And it is a light up ornament. So let's pull out the tab on the bottom and turn it on. Oh, you just push it in. It's not a flick switch. Let me dim some of my lights. So there we go. That's what it looks like all lit up. That is so gorgeous. Oh, man. It looks like, yeah, the battery's replaceable. So I'll have to try to not feel guilty about turning this on all the time, but at the same time, I don't really need to turn it on. I mean, it is a Christmas ornament, but I would probably just set it on the mantle or something like that. I probably wouldn't hang it on the tree because I'm scared it's going to fall. It's pretty heavy. Most of the weight is in the base, and so I feel like I would want to just set it somewhere maybe. I like how there's texture on this part too and inside at the base. It's not just solid color. So that gives it an extra little touch. So yeah, it's pretty nice. I don't really have much else to say about it. Like I said, I wish the glass was more bell-shaped. That would have been nice. But it's adorable. Love it. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed that up close look. I actually also have the limited edition Mrs. Potts set, which is a set of china, and I'm going to be opening that up in a future video, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.